After a bombshell announcement, YouTube is making creators responsible for telling their audience who their content is appropriate for. If you're a creator, you should be aware of these changes made by YouTube around Coppa. As a settlement with the FTC, YouTube was given time to get their house in order to protect children in the future. Now those changes are in full effect. Essentially, if you're a video creator on YouTube, this is a brand new term that you have to get used to. Now this new term involves you selecting your audience, meaning if your content's for kids, you'll click yes, my content is for kids, meaning you lose end screens, community posts, stories, end screens, cards, and some of your revenue. And if your content is not for kids, well, you don't lose any of that, and basically it stays the same, kind of. But there's a twist, and we'll get right into that. Now, the twist is quite harsh. The maximum civil penalty that the FTC may enforce for each breach could be to $4,000 to $530,000. Now that is extreme for mislabeling your video. Now if you were to mislabel it, say if you are a channel that involves gaming and kids like gaming, the FTC could take it as a mislabel and you could be fined of $42,000 some dollars. That's the twist. And it gets even worse from there. Now what I mean is it gets worse from there is that $42,000 fine could add up. Say 24 videos are taken by the FTC as mislabeled and you are fined with $1 million. Yes, it can add up. And now that we got that small part of the way, I'll explain it even deeper, and then I'll show you how to label your videos correctly so then you do not get that fine, or you don't get a fine because your channel is basically limited because you are a channel that involves content for kids. Now what is labeled as kids content? Now I would take into consideration these 7 things and add them so you don't get mislabeled. 1. What is the subject of the matter of the video? 2. Whether children are intended audience for the video. 3. Whether the video includes child actors or models. 4. Whether the video includes characters, celebrities, or toys that appeal to children. Children including animated characters or cartoon figures. 5. Whether the language of the video is intended for children to understand. 6. Whether the video includes activities that appeal to children. 7. And whether the video includes songs, stories, or poems that appeal to children. Now, the 6th one kind of scares me. The whole thing about this is it's YouTube's fault that we're in this situation, because YouTube kept bragging about how they're the #1 child website that is watched, basically. And this got the FTC and Coppa on their tail, and it led us to this situation. And it says here by YouTube, and they stated, ultimately, we cannot provide legal advice, so we are unable to confirm whether or not your content is made for kids. That decision is up to you, taking into consideration these factors, but we want to help you follow the law as much as we can. Check out our help center and talk to the lawyer if you're unsure whether or not your content should be marked as made for kids. Now that's crazy. That's crazy. So let's get into the stuff on how to mark your stuff, whether it's for kids or not. Now if you're mobile, then you can go on the YouTube Studio, which is an app that you can get from the Play Store or App Store. So you go to the advanced settings from your video, and then you'll see audience, and you click the not selected thing, and then it'll show you specifically saying yes, this content is for kids, and no, it is not made for kids. And you click which one advises to your channel. So now if you're on PC, then you would go to the new Creator Studio and you'd click the settings, and then you'd go to channel and then advanced settings, and then it would say, do you want? Basically it would just ask the same questions, and you'd click which one advises to your channel. Hopefully you guys make the right decision. If you guys need more information on this, you guys can go search up on YouTube, Coppa, YouTube situation, or new YouTube update. There's plenty plenty of videos out there, or I could just link some in the description. It doesn't matter. I look like a professional news channel. Make sure to like, subscribe to the video. Hopefully you guys learned something, and stay safe out there, guys. See ya. Peace. Bye.